What's up, everybody? It's your favorite senator who has a rare heart condition's favorite nerd, and today we are looking at the SH Figuarts Padme because she died of a broken heart. Don't worry too much about it. Let's talk about accessories. So she comes with a few hands, two of which can hold the Battle Droid blaster, which she also comes with. Smart choice, easy, just reprint basically. And no detailings there, just cool sculpt work, and she holds it like a champ. It does come in two sections, so it slides up through the bottom of her hand and then pegs together, which is smart and very seamless. So she comes with two hands for that, two hands to support the blaster. As you saw, two relaxed hands on her as well. She also comes with an alternate head sculpt, and I can't decide which one I like more. I feel like it really depends on the angle. Like, I don't know, sometimes this one seems really on, sometimes the other one seems really on, sometimes this one seems really off, sometimes the other one seems really off, and I can't quite put my finger on it. They're both dot matrix painted. I feel like they're not as well done as Anakin was, but they're still pretty good. The hair is like a brown, I don't think that's a wash. It could be, but I think it's actually airbrush shading on it, which is good. And I think that there's like some heavy, like the way the dot matrix works, there's some heavy shading under her nose, which makes it look like her nose is extra dirty. But outside of that, I think that both head sculpts are in the right ballpark. And I think that both the paint jobs are in the right ballpark, but they're like just enough off where you do notice something isn't quite right. But I do think they're both good. But let's talk about the other one. So here's the figure. It's another Tamashii Nations web exclusive, which you know I find irritating. But here she is, and she is pretty good, luckily. I did order her through Anime Export, so I didn't have to pay quite through the nose, but my nose is still a little injured, if you know what I'm saying. So this head, it's the same exact thing. Like, I feel like the mouth and cheeks are a little off on the other one, and I feel like the eyes are a little off on this one. I just don't know. I'm just not 100% sure what's going on there. Something is amiss. I'm not sure what it is. Even still, she has this extra bun piece that is glued on, and it is painted well and sculpted well. The detailings are the same. The head does come off, obviously, so that you can replace it. And as you can see, it's a double ball peg inside the head, if my camera will focus. Unfortunately, you don't get much out of this other than the swivel because the head sculpt is cut so tight around the neck. Now, that does... You know what? Let's use the other one now. That does give her... Oh, you know what? This isn't supposed to come out. So we will put this one back on for now, because we're not going to break this one at all. But that does give her limited mobility in the head to neck, but it does give her the sculpt. It makes the sculpt seamless, which is nice. And you do get a little bit of it from side to side. And overall, I guess it works okay, but it's just not the best. So you get up to there, down to there, the swivel, confused dog look, etc. So, I mean, I guess it works fine. It's just, I feel like maybe it just needed to be loosened up a little, because I feel like it is working much better now. So yeah, I'm going to give it to him. Maybe I misjudged it, which is good for me. I paid for it. We have a double ball peg, it seems, from the chest into the abdomen, and then what feels like at least a single, if not another double, from the abdomen into the pelvis. I'm guessing it's a single, just a big single. So you get all the way over to there. You do get a little gappage in the seam here, and then all the way over there, more gappage there, but I mean to there even still, and you know, with no gappage. So that's nice. You get the crunch all the way forward to there, and then she can lean back like Remy and Fat Joe all the way to there. So that works really well. Detailings wise, there is a shading throughout both the skin tones and the white suit, which looks nice. It's subtle, but it looks dirty. It looks sandy. It looks like it would have gotten dirty on Geonosis. I think it works quite well. The suit itself is all sculpted, all the like wrinkles and stuff in the shirt and the textures in the shirt, the seams in the shirt, that's all sculpted. The claw marks, so this is like a different piece over top of the body that continues up. So that's interesting and cool. I dig that. And I think it works really well. And I know we're supposed to be playing a drinking game when I'm talking about Figuarts figures and stuff that works really well, but it's just what they do, Mac. So let's continue on. We have a butterfly joint, a little bit anyway. You can see it there. It's just from the ball peg. And then we have a cover down floating piece around it, as you saw. And I have had this arm pop out more than once. Let me back out a little bit. I don't know why my camera's struggling today. It's like moody. It's temperamental. But you can get up to there. You can get all the way around. And you can get a little bit across the chest due to the cut, but it's not tremendous because you're just getting that ball peg coming out to that ball hinge. No bicep swivel. You get the swivel at the shoulder and then a little bit more at the elbow, but nothing crazy. Single ball hinge for the elbow, which gets you way past 90 degrees, so that works well. And then you get this armband here, and that's painted silver, and that is nice also. See, I can change my wording. And then we have a ball hinge for the wrist, so you can get up to there, which is nice, down all the way to there, and then it should swivel at both ends, but they've been really tight recently. But I just got it to there, so then you can get in and out as well. So you just got to work with those little debbies, and you should be able to make it happen. Same for the other side, except we have the skin tone here, and this isn't as shaded. Which it doesn't, it's on there, it's subtle. It's just a little bit more obvious on the abdomen and the face than it is on the arm, which isn't the worst thing in the world, but it is a bit strange if you're looking too hard at it. This has the suit, it's shaded much better, and then this also has this hand which continues to pop out, but I'm not going to be using these hands anyway, so hopefully the other ones will work better. We'll see. Also, let's talk about the ball joints here and getting a swivel. No problems. Works like a champ. No issues whatsoever. The pelvis is a soft floating piece, and it gives way, as you saw, like it expands around the abdomen, so it gives you like a really natural look, which is cool. I dig it. The belt is sculpted on, all these little extra doodads, like pouches and stuff. This one is glued on. This one is pegged on, so it swivels, and the same with this one. What did she keep in here anyway? Strange. Is that a blaster? Bizarre. And then she has T-jointed ball joints for hips. They do not drop down, but you can still get up to there and back to there and then out to the sides to there, which is a decent range. And then the thigh swivels around the ball joint. Single ball hinge for the knee gets you back to there, which works really well. The boots have a nice wash on them, so that's pretty awesome. And it's sculpted beautifully, so that's also an added bonus. I will say that the pants are a little bit heavier shaded at the thigh than they are at the shin, which can be a little off-putting, but nothing I don't think that's too bothersome. As for the feet, you get a swivel, you get an ankle tilt up the slightest bit, down the slightest bit, a toe hinge, and the rocker. The rocker is limited. The rockers recently have been limited across the board. It's something I'd like to see them improve on. But outside of that, I mean, it's a pretty well done figure. I keep saying well done. I know it's like my thing with these things, but they're just beautifully built. They're beautifully engineered. They're moderately priced. It's just a nice purchase. It's a nice value for your money. Size comparison wise, there she is with Anakin, and for an added bonus, there she is with Anakin and Kenobi. So I think it's a great size. Final thoughts wise, I think it's a pretty good attempt. I'd like to see them make more female figures. I think there's a few issues here. I want to point out there is a bicep swivel. It's underneath the silver arm bracelets. And I was messing with it and I was like, man, they should have put one here. It's like the perfect place for them. And I went to go move it in and sure enough, it was there. It's just a tight joint on mine. Which brings us to another issue. There are some tight joints on her. There's also some issues with getting the hands on. Like I don't feel like the pegs are quite long enough to reach into like how deep so to speak, the port is in some of the hands. There's just a few tolerance things that are an issue. I feel like she should have came with fist hands as well. I also don't like the idea that this is a Tamashii Nations exclusive. You got to pay a little bit more, and I don't feel like I get as much. Like with the Anakin, I felt like I got a lot of accessories. I got a lot of options. I got, what, 2 or 3 lightsabers. I got an extra head and extra hands and all sorts of stuff, and I don't really feel like I got that here. I also don't feel like the face sculpts, either one of them are 100% dead on. I understand that's a hard thing to do, but I'm just saying I don't feel like it's as close as we've seen them get in the past. That being said, I do think there's plenty of good about this figure. I think the articulation works like a champ. I think it's painted to the nines, and I think it definitely evokes the character and does its job on a shelf. Has a strong presence. There is an essence of Natalie Portman that is wrapped up in there. It's just if you look too deep, sometimes you find what you're looking for, if you know what I'm saying. Hope that helps. It's a good figure. I do recommend it. It's not perfect and it is expensive. Take that into account when you make your purchase. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Till next time, take care. different type of story time today. Just because it's something that really happened today. So look, my wife works very hard. And today, she worked extremely hard. She budgeted the budget for the month of July, and then she was cleaning. I saw her cleaning bathrooms. I think she washed her car. I mowed the grass in the morning. I did do that. And then I pretty much just came down in the basement and started playing with toys. Well, she then went to install a new car seat in our car. The baby's getting bigger, outgrowing the little one, getting ready to move up into the bigger unit. And she texted me and said, I'm about to lose my stuff with this seat. I said, would you like if I gave you a hand? She said, yes. So I went outside and I was able to remove it. She had got it jammed up in there. I was able to remove it. I got it out. I went to pull this lever to adjust the recline of it, and I broke the lever clean off. Clean off. And she was upset. Now there's two morals to this story. One, never try to do anything that takes a whole lot of effort in its uncharted territory, meaning you don't know exactly what you're doing after you've had a full day of activity and you're pretty worn out. And two, Bobby Heavy Hands doesn't just apply to toys. What's up, everybody? It's your favorite queen with a fragile heart disease. What's up, everybody? It's your favorite senator with a fragile... What's up, everybody? It's your favorite senator with a rare... What's up, everybody?